Hey, Lauren here. Uh, how your day going? Hope it's doing well. Uh, just wanted to come in with my fourth video with the question of where. Now, if you remember, the first three were why, what, and where. You know, why you get up in the morning and go to work? What do you do? And, you know, the main thing is now is where. Where do you build on building your future? Where do you go to actually make a change as far as, uh, you know, whether you're going to ever do online business or you're simply going to change your current occupation to another occupation, uh, a similar occupation with a different company. You know, there's a lot of ways that you can change where things are. But where you go to really make the change as far as from understanding why you do what you do, you know, when you do what you do, what you do, you know, as of right now, and what you would like to do different. The whole point is where the change really occurs is in your mind. It's that 6 inches between your ears. It's called self-image. And you know, we can't basically perform beyond our self-image. And I will use an example for me personally because it helps me to understand how things happen and why they happen. And one of the things that I see as a way that we don't perform beyond our self-image, and that's when I play golf. And you know, I've played golf for a lot of years. I've played well at times, I played very poorly at times, but the one thing that I notice is if I start out and I'm playing pretty well and, you know, maybe in the first 3 or 4 holes, I've actually played to par or maybe 1 or 2 over, or maybe 1 under, but I've played pretty well and seem to be doing pretty good. And then all of a sudden, I'm 2 over par on the next hole, I'm 3 over par on the next hole after that, and then I'm 4 over. And all of a sudden, I realize I'm playing to my expectations. You know, I'm not a scratch golfer, I'm not a professional golfer. So in a sense, I don't really expect to play much beyond. Really, if I play well, I'm playing bogey golf, maybe a little under. If I'm not playing so good, I'm playing bogey golf, a little worse than bogey golf, or, you know, just plain stink up the place. But, you know, I keep going back and I keep playing. Well, you know, that's kind of the way we do in our life. And golf, in fact, most sports actually reflect life, because life is, in a way, it's competitive in that we want to try, at least most of us want to try to be better than what we are right now and what we were yesterday, what we were a few years ago. We try to look at where we're at today and where we want to go and how we want to get there. Well, you know, it's in our mind. It's our head. You know, you've got to think and plan. And we talked about this early on. I'm going to talk about it again because I think it's extremely important that you think about these things. But, you know, it took me a long, long time to actually have a goal, to actually say, this is what I want, this is when I want to have it, and put some emotion into wanting it. You know, to want something and, you know, well, okay, I want it, but oh darn, I'll think about it tomorrow because I really don't feel like it today. You know, you never get where you want to go if you don't plan out your journey. And that's what I want to talk about today, and that's planning your journey. Where you want to go, and it starts right here, okay? Understand that, it's up here. And when you decide, okay, This is what I want. You know, sit down, take a day. Really think about what you want in your life. And it doesn't matter where you are. I really don't know where you are in your life and in your business life or your personal life or anything else. All I can speak to is from my position, which I think there's a lot of you out there that can actually relate to it. Now, some of you, I'm sure, not nearly have as many years on you as I have on me, and I'm pretty sure you probably haven't done all the things I've done. However, all of those things were necessary in a way for me to learn where I want to go, what I want to do, and how I want to do it. So, again, take the time. You know, that's something I didn't do, so I'm going to tell you right now, it's a mistake if you don't do it. You really need to plan. You need to have a goal. You really want to know where you want to go, why you want to go. Here again, we go back to the very first question I ask is why? Why are you doing what you're doing? And if you're not happy with it, why aren't you changing that? You know, you didn't have the job you have now till you got this job. And you always are in control. Understand that. You truly are always in control of what you want and where you are in your life. So right now, I'd say, hey, really sit down, think about what you want, write it down, give it a date, and then think about it every day. In fact, write it down on a card, you know, and on the back of that card you can put down, ask and ye shall receive, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be open unto you. Now that's from the Bible, and you know, whether you believe the Bible, whether you're a Christian, whatever faith you are, those are very sound words. And so again, put that on the back of your card and then look at your card every single day, 2 or 3 times a day. You know, you really don't need to show it to anybody, but look at it. Think about it every day. And once you do that, you are already going to have that goal, because it'll come into your life. It has to. But you've got to focus on it. You've got to believe it. You've got to have the faith. So with that, if I can be of any service to you at all, you all have my email address, my private mail. I will be more than happy to visit with you, to talk about things. I don't have all the answers in the world, but you know, I belong to an organization called the 4% Club, and that's the 4%. If you remember way back in the beginning, I mentioned that only 1 out of 100 men is rich by the time they're 65, okay? So now we're talking about up in that area. Whether you're going to be rich, I don't know if that's what you want. But what you want, you will get if you do these goals. And like I said, I belong to a group called the 4% Group. And we help each other. We work with each other to accomplish and train and learn. And, you know, again, if you're looking for help, guidance, we're here. Anyway, thank you very much for your time. And we'll see you in the next video.